Shri Gurupyo Namaha. Hello students, I am Rukmani from Ponvidya Ashram. So this video is a continuation of the chapter Ranji's Wonderful Bat from your English reader. So students, let me start reading the content. The match was won by the visiting team. Never mind, said Suraj, patting Ranji on the back. You will do better next time. You are out of form just now, that is all. But their cricket coach was sterner. You'll have to make more runs in the next game, he warned Ranji, or you will lose your place in the side. So the match was won by the visiting team, and Suraj consoled Ranji by patting him and told him that Ranji will do better next time and is not in the form. So somehow he tried to make him feel better. But the cricket coach, he was a little bit sterner. So sterner is nothing but less forgiving. So he's not that kind of a person who takes things easily. So he warned Ranji to score more runs in the next game. Otherwise, he will lose his place in the side. Avoiding the other players, Ranji walked slowly homewards, his head down, his hands in his pockets. He was very upset. He had been trying so hard and practicing regularly, but when an important game came along, he failed to make a big score. It seemed that there was nothing he could do about it, but he loved playing cricket. And he could not bear the thought of being out of the school team. On his way home, he had to pass the clock tower. He often stopped at Mr. Kumar's sports shop to chat with the owner or look at all the things on the shelves. Footballs, cricket balls, badminton rackets, hockey sticks, balls of various shapes and sizes. It was a wonderland where Ranji usually liked to linger. But this was one day when he didn't feel like stopping. He looked the other way and was about to cross the road when Mr. Kumar's voice stopped him. So in this paragraph, the author explains the feelings of Ranji. So Ranji walked home with his head down and his hands in his pockets and avoided the other players as he was very upset. He practiced regularly and tried very hard to score more runs, but he was not able to perform well in an important game that came along where he failed to make a big score. He loved playing cricket and he just wanted to be a part of his school team and he cannot be out of the game. So on his way to home, he had to pass the clock tower where he often stopped to chat with Mr. Kumar, the owner of the sports shop, where usually Ranji likes to linger. So linger is nothing but the place where he spent a long time. So as it was a sports shop, the complete accessories of the sports were there. So he enjoyed very much. It was a wonderland, but this day he didn't feel like stopping. So when he crossed the shop, he didn't enter the shop. He looked the other way. That is, he tried to move away from that place. But all of a sudden, he heard a voice that made him to stop. That is Mr. Kumar. Hello Ranji. Off in a hurry today? And why are you looking so sad? So Ranji had to stop and say namaste. He could not ignore Mr. Kumar, who had been so kind and helpful, always giving him advice on how to play different kinds of bowling. Mr. Kumar had been a state player once and had scored a century in a match against Tanzania. Now he was too old for first-class cricket but he liked encouraging young players and he thought Ranji would make a good cricketer. What's the trouble? He asked as Ranji stepped into the shop. Lost the game today. Ranji felt better as soon as he was inside the shop. Mr. Kumar was so friendly. Even the sports goods seemed friendly. The bats and balls and shuttlecocks all seemed to want to be helpful. We lost the match, said Ranji. Never mind, said Mr. Kumar. Where would we be without losers? There wouldn't be any games without them. No cricket or football or hockey or tennis. No carom or marbles. No sports shop for me. Anyway, how many runs did you make? None. I made a big round egg. Mr. Kumar rested his hand on Ranji's shoulder. Never mind. All good players have a bad day now and then. But I haven't made a good score in my last 3 matches, said Ranji. I will be dropped from the team if I don't do something in the next game. Well, we can't let that happen, mused Mr. Kumar. So, after hearing Kumar's voice, Ranji turned back and stepped into the shop and said Namaste. So, he could not ignore him as the person was so kind and helpful, as he always gives him advice about the techniques to be followed in cricket. He was guiding him by giving advice about different kinds of bowling, etc. As Mr. Kumar had been a state player, had won a century in a match against Tanzania. He liked encouraging the young players, and Mr. Kumar thought that Ranji would become a good cricketer. So Kumar asked him what's the problem. And Ranji told him that he lost the game today. Mr. Kumar, who was very kind and friendly with Ranji, told him it happens in everybody's life. It's not only in cricket, in football, hockey, tennis, carom. So whatever game they play, so there is a chance of losing a game. And now he asked him how much score he made in this game. So Ranji told him a big round egg. That's nothing but 0. So immediately Mr. Kumar consoled him and told him that all good players have a bad day. But Ranji did not get convinced. He told him that he has not made good score in the last 3 matches. And he was very much worried that he will be sent out of the school team if he doesn't perform well in the next game. So immediately Mr. Kumar tried to convince him and told him that he will not let that happen. Mused means thought about something silently. So the person thinks silently and talks to Ranji and try to make him understand that he can do better next time. Something will have to be done about it. I am just unlucky, said Ranji. Maybe. But in that case, it's time your luck changed. It's too late now, said Ranji. Nonsense. It's never too late. Now you just come with me to the back of my shop and I will see if I can do something about your luck. Puzzled Ranji followed Mr. Kumar through the curtained partition at the back of the shop. He found himself in a badly lit room stacked to the ceiling with all kinds of old and second-hand sporting goods, torn football bladders, broken bats, rackets without strings, broken dots, and tattered badminton nets. Mr. Kumar began examining a number of old cricket bats, and after a few minutes, he said, "Ah," and picked up one of the bats. He held it out to Ranji. "This is it," he said. "This is the luckiest of all my old bats. This is the bat I made a century with." And he gave it a twirl and started hitting an imaginary ball to all corners of the room. "Of course, it's an old bat, but said Mr. Kumar, pausing in his stroke making to recover his breath. He held it out to Ranji again. "Here, take it. I will lend it to you for the rest of the cricket season. You won't fail with it." Ranji took the bat and gazed at it with awe and delight. "Is it really the bat you made a century with?" he asked. "It is," said Mr. Kumar, "and it may get you 100 runs too." Ranji, who was distressed, was not in a mood to accept the advice given by Mr. Kumar. He felt that he was unlucky, but Kumar so immediately took him a dark room where Ranji found all those torn football bladders, broken bats, rackets without strings, broken dots, etc. So Mr. Kumar, who was examining a number of old cricket bats, picked up one and gave it to Ranji. He told him this was the luckiest bat which made him to score century, and he just lent it to Ranji and told him that he will not fail in his next match, as this bat is the luckiest one which will make Ranji score a century. Ranji spent a nervous week waiting for Saturday's match. His school team would be playing a strong side from another town. There was a lot of classwork that week, so Ranji did not get much time to practice with the other boys. As he had no brothers or sisters, he asked Koki, the girl next door, to bowl to him in the garden. Koki bowled quite well, but Ranji liked to hit the ball hard. Just to get used to the bat, he told her, and she soon got tired of chasing the ball all over the garden. At last, Saturday arrived, bright and sunny and just right for cricket. Suraj won the toss for the school and decided to bat first. The opening batsman scored 30 runs without being separated. The visiting fast bowlers couldn't do much. The spin bowlers came on, and immediately there was a change in the game. 2 wickets fell in 1 over, and the score was 33 for 2. Suraj made a few quick runs. Then he too got out to one of the spinners, caught behind the wicket. The next batsman was clean bowled, 46 for 4, and it was Ranji's turn to bat. So Ranji became very nervous that week as he was waiting for Saturday's match. Ranji did not get much time to practice as he had no brothers and sisters. He called Koki, a girl next door, who helped him in bowling, and he tried and practiced with the bat that he took from Mr. Kumar. So the girl got tired. So after a long practice, and now at last the Saturday arrived, which was very bright and sunny. It was just right for the cricket. So Suraj won the toss and decided to bat first. The opening batsman scored 30 runs and the spin bowlers came on, and immediately there was a change in the game. So the bowlers took 2 wickets in 1 over, and at present the score was 33 for 2. Suraj, who managed to make few runs, got out to one of the spinner, and the next batsman was clean bowled. Now the score was 46 for 4, and it was Ranji's turn to get into the field to bat. He walked slowly to the wicket. The fielders crowded round him. He took guard and prepared for the first ball. The bowler took a short run, and then the ball was twirling towards Ranji, looking as though it would spin away from his bat as he leant forward into his stroke. And then a thrill ran through Ranji's arm as he felt the ball meet the springy willow of the bat. Crack! The ball hit firmly with the middle of Ranji's bat, streaked past the helpless bowler, and sped towards the boundary. 4 runs. The bowler was annoyed with the result that his next ball was a loose full toss. As it was Ranji's turn to bat, he walked slowly to the field. The fielders crowded around him, and now he removed his guard and prepared for the first ball. So this time the bowler, he took a short run, and when he threw the ball, it was twirling towards Ranji, and Ranji just bent a little and tried to hit the ball, and all of a sudden a thrill ran through Ranji's arm when he felt the ball hitting the bat. Here willow refers to the timber of the tree out of which the cricket bat is made. So he felt the ball when it hit the bat. It hit firmly with the middle of Ranji's bat and flew rapidly. Streaked here means flew rapidly. So as and when the ball hit the bat, it flew rapidly towards the boundary, and it was 4 runs. The bowler was not happy with the result. He got angry and tried to bowl the next ball with a loose full toss. So with this, we have come to the end of the session. So let us read and discuss the continuation of this chapter in the next video. So students, kindly go through the video and mark the difficult words. Thank you students. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.